So the Little Big Planet remaster, new PlayStation 3 games on PlayStation 5 News, and Sony first party is raising the bar. Those are the stories we're going to cover today, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. First, yes or no, are you a Little Big Planet fan or not? We're going to be talking about the series in a sec, but how many of you are fans or have played any of the games? So comment below yes or no if you're a fan of Little Big Planet or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, Little Big Planet Remaster. So this has been making the rounds recently and has given people some hope, but people are also very suspicious of the source on all of this. Reading from PlayStation Universe, according to a listing on IMDb, Sony will be sprucing up the original Little Big Planet for the PlayStation 5 with a bunch of extra features known as Little Big Planet Remastered. The format holder hasn't announced anything official yet, and given the source, you should take it with a healthy dose of salt for the time being. Here's the official blurb from IMDb. Step back into the vibrant, imaginative world of Little Big Planet with this all-in-one remastered experience, rebuilt for the PlayStation 5. Rediscover Sackboy like never before with stunning reimagined graphics, new content, and more. So there's actually an update on this story since I started looking into it. The IMDb post has been updated and now states this as well. Note, this was an old community pitch, not official. So that pretty much puts this to bed, but I could have seen this being a possibility. Looking at Sony Bend and how they got the team to work on something they can put out soon with the Days Gone remaster while they work on their next title in the background, maybe Media Molecule could have done the same thing as well, since they haven't put anything out since 2020 with Dreams. Either way, this rumor seems to be shut down, and if you're enjoying the video so far, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community on our way to 150,000 subscribers. Now, diving into the second story of the video, Sony is raising the bar on first-party games. So this story involves someone we haven't mentioned in years on the channel, I believe, but they've come out recently to start talking about Sony first-party games. This is an account that actually doesn't post often as well if you check their timeline, but Millier said this recently. If what I saw today is any indication, first-party is about to raise the bar again. You're not ready. So we don't know what they potentially saw, if they saw anything actually, but I would think maybe this is about Naughty Dog with Intergalactic. Naughty Dog has pushed technical boundaries every generation, so they could do that again with Intergalactic being their next game. You also have, of course, Guerrilla Games with how gorgeous Horizon Forbidden West looked. Also take in how amazing Death Stranding 2 looks right now, which is, of course, the Decima engine as well. Just imagine how Horizon 3 could look. Wolverine could also be the game in reference here, considering they've been quiet for years and people have just been seeing gameplay of years old build of the game, so they could have just jumped significantly from what we've seen so far. Of course, again, that was a in development build, an old build. I still don't know why people still reference it as if this is like a trailer that recently came out from Insomniac Games, but that's a whole other thing. Either way, even without this comment from Millier, a lot of people would expect Sony first party games to push boundaries. I'm hoping we get to see some of that with a PlayStation event later this year, because my goodness, Wolverine needs a proper update. Insomniac, you guys have been baking this game for a while now. I'm pretty sure it's looking pretty good at this point, and Saros has already been confirmed to get more gameplay this year. When is that happening? But you guys let me know if you're excited to see what Sony first party does. Let me know down in the comments below. And now diving into the final story of the video, new PlayStation 3 games on PlayStation 5 News. Reading from PlayStation Universe, I've said PlayStation 4 times, PlayStation's Vice President of Global Services, Nick McGuire, has said it's still possible that more PS3 games will be added to the PlayStation Plus catalog, despite a recent lack of support for the console on the service so far this year. Speaking with GameFile, McGuire noted that including PS3 games in PlayStation Plus is tougher than the other legacy systems, with PlayStation 3 titles only available via streaming, as the PS5 is not able to play play emulated versions of those games due to the PlayStation 3's cell architecture. Through streaming, we'll still continue to look at those ones. We haven't ruled them out. The opportunities are there, but there are a lot of PS3 games already streaming. So I want to say this right off the bat. They've never really supported PlayStation 3 titles on the service in recent memory. Like, it hasn't really been supported. They might have dished out 1 or 2 games across large gaps of times, like a random time, they'll just throw out a game there, but they've never really supported the PlayStation 3 catalog in a long time. They recently just gave us Resistance 1 and 2 and then took them away in a matter of months. Like, for example, those are their own games. What happened there? Why are we taking your own games that you added last year and then just decided to remove early this year? I'm happy to hear they're saying they're not going to rule out PlayStation 3 additions to the streaming service, but I'm hoping that we transition over to emulated PlayStation 3 titles come next year if rumors/reports hold, and maybe we'll hear something late this year or next year, sometime next year, but I'm hoping that actually happens and we get into the era of PlayStation 3 emulated titles on the service. Then you also have the problem, of course, even beyond that. Say they gave us PlayStation 3 emulated titles and those start to come. Sony has been slacking off on just giving us classic titles in general. If you've noticed, this year it's kind of been like quiet. I'm not sure why Sony seemingly has just been kind of slacking off on the classics front, but I'm hoping that changes, and I'm hoping they start bringing a healthy amount of titles every month. Once again, they did that for a small period of time, but I'm hoping they do that more so in the near future and also bring PlayStation 3 emulated titles. Of course, let's see how this goes, but you guys let me know if you play any of the existing PlayStation 3 streamable titles on your PlayStation 5 or not. Let me know down in the comments below, and if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button. As it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is the body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with "Show Us the Leap." So I'm hopeful that Sony first-party studios are raising the bar once again. Even without this rumor that they are, I would expect it. A lot of people who watch this channel would expect it as well. We just need to start seeing it. You have Saros, you have Intergalactic, you have Wolverine, Sony Santa Monica's secret title, a bunch of studios that have kind of been working on something for years. I get that we've heard that they want to show their games closer to release, but then you have Naughty Dog here just showing off their game last year for the first time, and this thing potentially might not release until 2027. Saros, while it is releasing next year, that's still next year, and it was revealed earlier this year, so over a year away from release. I'm not sure what the duration is. I'm not sure if studios said it, but either way, I'm hoping later this year we get updates on several of these: Saros, Wolverine, Intergalactic. Just an update. Just give people something. Let's see what happens. But if you guys are excited to see what Sony first party studios are working on and how much of a bar rate they raise, destroy the comment section with "Show Us the Leap," and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.